I'm playing the Stanley Parable recreated in VR in the game Rec Room. What the heck? I've never played the real game, so is that one of those head crawlers from Half-Life? Too good, use it. Gandhi. This lady reminds me of Ariana Grande for some reason. Pink hair, and even though in Victorious, the show she was in, she had red hair. I know how to parable the Stanley. Calculating the funny. These are the recreators, the people behind making this. I'm just gonna start the game and see what happens. Pretty sure I fit the recommended height. Stuck in a small box.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month
Sounds like a boring
of every year.
Boring job.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Stanley going on.
Was happy.
As if he was made exactly for this job.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What the heck? The end is never the end is never the end. This is Stanley's computer. Hello?
Hi, Stanley. I just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Guess my wife needs me to pick up some groceries on my way home. This cup, it's glued to the table. For some reason there's a light up here pointing down there. I guess someone's sitting here, they want some light on their papers. Sounds like the door's locked. There's another small room in there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Seems like all the doors are locked except for the ones that are left open. out here. This door's open, but how do I get there? Oh, awaiting input. Input received. I put in a purple thing, but nothing else happens. No other computer has no other computer is turned on right now. There's a white empty space over there. It's not scary at all. Not strange. I can't go that way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I entered the door on my left. I'm gonna go with the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe I won't. I feel like skipping the employee lounge area. Just because he told me that that's what I feel like doing, when it's not what I feel like doing.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Can't even pick up the mugs or anything.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I did? No, I'm gonna keep going. I might get trapped in like an endless loophole or something where it just keeps going. Oh, what the heck? Can't move any of the buttons or anything.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Just because I'm so bad at following directions doesn't mean I'm not a good worker. And my whole job was to follow directions from the computer. So, explain that, narrator. Now what if I jump off?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Wow, I got an ending. Killing myself is the powerful ending, I guess. Try to get before the end of the video. I'm just gonna follow all the directions. The end is loading.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
420. Wait, what the heck? Man, it's a different computer this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This time I'm actually gonna go with the door on the left. Just to get, hopefully, the normal ending. Still all the doors are locked, can't open any